Hi there, and welcome to Magic Loops. Today we're going to take some unstructured data from a resume and pull out the skills and attributes from the resume that we want for our application. Let's get started. Create an API that takes in a resume as a string via JSON, um, and then parses that resume into skills and other attributes. Return a response as JSON. Cool. So we will map this against some existing functionality. So we have an API call here, an LLM block, and then an API response. Now, if we want, we could add in some code blocks or something that fetches information from our database to either create or update skills as we see them. But here we're going to, just make a simple API. Looks good to me. Okay, so we pass in a resume, we output some information, and we get the API response. That looks good to me. We can go ahead and activate it and try it out. So we've got a, let's see here, a curl request or a TypeScript or a Python. We can also just call this from a URL. So let's try and do this now. Let's grab a CS resume sample. Okay, we'll go for an undergraduate resume. Oh, nice. Matrix. That's a great name. Okay. And then we have algorithm. Oh, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to copy this. We may need to do some stringification on this to get this into a format for a URL. So let's do this here. Let's just go and say let resume equals this, and then we'll say let URI encode. Let's see here, encode URI. There we go. Oops, encode URI resume. Okay, and then we'll say let resume string equals encode URI. Cool. And then let's console log the resume string. Oh, can't tab complete here. Sweet. Let's try this. Why is this? Show me the whole thing. There we go. Okay, we've got a whole thing here. Let's see if that works. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll take our URL command, we'll go over here, and then we have to say resume equals, and we'll copy this whole string here, and we'll pass this through to the magic loop. Over here, we should be able to see that the loop is running. So we got a resume input. This looks nice. Looks like the JSON was a little funky here, but it looks like the LLM should still see it. We've got an output, matrix, research assistant. We've got all of these skills, Android development, web development, crowdsourcing, etc. We've got an experience array and some education. So if we have a schema, we can map it to the schema. Here we've just kind of auto-generated a schema. The nice thing about this is that because we have kind of an example schema here, it will try and match that. Now, if we want to, we could also turn on chat history to make it ensure that it's kind of following the same format over and over again. I actually really like this format here. So let's, not this. So now I'm back in the edit mode. So I'm going to take the example output that we rendered here. Very cool. Okay, we've got this whole thing. I'm just going to copy this, and I'm going to put this, paste this into here. So this is the same sort of kind of style that we see. Now, remember the name is matrix. Here, this was incorrect. It was matrix as one word. So we'll separate that out into two. And that looks good to me. So we'll reactivate this, and we can do kind of the same flow that we did before. And let's try it with algorithm. Obviously, you'd want to parse the PDF and do things within your application, and or call the magic loop in different ways. But this is just an example. So let's see here. We'll go back to our console and we'll say let resume 2 equals this. Okay, and then we'll say, I guess we should be using consts here, but whatever. Resume 2 string is equal to encode URI, and then we'll call this resume 2. Okay, and then we can console log our resume 2 string. Okay, we've got a nice old string here. So let's take this, we can copy this algorithm, and then we'll go back to our magic loop. Oh, and you can see here's the result. We looked at it within Magic Loop's interface, but you can see the result here. And then we will take our string and we will pop this in. And we can go back to Magic Loops and we can see this running. Oh, and it just responded. Perfect. Algorithm, skills, C, C++, Java, x86 assembly, and their education here. So you can go through and kind of do this as you see fit. I think we probably didn't pass the experience correctly. So again, you're probably going to want to call this. Oh yeah, we don't even have the experience listed here, just education. So what you'll likely want to do is, ensure you're passing the full resume and whatnot to Magic Loops. In this case, we didn't have the full data here, but that's fine. Let's call it a day. That's how you can use Magic Loops to pass unstructured data like a resume to an LLM to parse out various attributes from that resume, like your skills, your name, your title, etc., education, activities, experience, and connect large language models to your application. Thank you and have a good day.